Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how we extract some gold from quartz, so specimens from quartz. So we've got a bucket full of quartz specimens here. None of these have visible gold in them, they all give a signal. Some of them very faint, some of them quite strong. There's all sorts of various sized lumps in here, and yeah, we're basically going to show how we break them up and get specimens out of them. What I'm about to show you is probably going to horrify some mineral collectors because it does damage the old specimen, but it's a fairly quick and efficient way of extracting it. If they get damaged, they're still worth gold value. If they come out nice, which most of them do, they make quite a good specimen, many of them. So I've got a metal detector set up here. This is GPX 4000. Coil sitting here, up on a bucket to keep it off the ground and keep it nice and still. I'm going to have headphones on, and you won't be able to hear it, but basically just use it to pinpoint where the gold is in the specimen. The reason we're outside here is this detector does not like being inside with power. There's actually a power line just up that side of us here, and it's still making a horrible noise, but I can hear the signal through it. So basically just tap it near the coil till we work out where the gold is. So the gold's up in this top part just there. I will then get a hammer, piece of steel, position it so that I don't belt right where the gold is. I'll try to hit it there and break it across that way. Cover it up with a bit of old cloth so we don't lose any gold, and give it an expert whack, or however many it requires. These are very solid bits of quartz. These are out of their line. Sometimes they break, sometimes they won't. Okay, so we'll see which piece the gold's in. A little bit of gold in there. Can't really see it yet. The reason I have the bucket sitting here is I drop the pieces in there that don't give a signal. And pick up that. Those ones will go through the crusher later on. So this is a point we've got to be a little bit more careful. It's right in about there somewhere by the sound of it. Give it another gentle tap. There it is. You can see, hopefully, a nice little piece of gold just there. Sometimes you get multiple pieces in one of these. So now comes the tricky bit. We've got to try to trim that out. There's quite a bit of gold sticking through this ironstone here, so we'll clean that up in a bit of water, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so here's another chunk. Is a really good signal. Signal appears to be more in that iron, that rusty ironstone there. Decomposed pyrite and various other sulfides that would have been. So I'm going to try to tap it this way. Hopefully it gives us a nice looking specimen. Really loud on the detector swinging that hammer just near it. Okay, good signal. Very, very little signal in that, but it'll go into the crusher. Probably a good idea to use gloves when you're doing this. This stuff's sharp, but they make it a bit more difficult. I'm not hitting very hard here because I don't want to completely destroy the specimen. Quite often it breaks along the plane, or the gold's on in a weak plane on the quartz. If you get it just right, you can get a beautiful specimen. If you get it wrong, you get a nice little nugget. It's kind of win-win. Yep. Thought it was gold for a second, it was a bit of ironstone. In that piece. This might be one we chase down to just a piece of gold. It doesn't want to break along the gold, apparently. It's in this end here somewhere, I think. And I'm trying not to hit too hard and destroy it. Still in that. It's in that piece there. There we go. It's quite crystalline too, by the look of it. I don't know if the camera's going to focus on that there, but beautiful, bright, yellow, shiny gold. You can see how incredibly bright and shiny a lot of the gold that comes out of this deposit is. That's actually got crystal faces on it there. Beautiful piece. I'll take a photo of these, add it to the end of the video. Okay, I'm going to show you one last piece. This is a bit of mostly ironstone. It's obviously been sitting near the surface for a while. It's quite light, surprisingly light. It gives a really good signal. So let's have a look and see what's in that. See quartz and lots of gossiny sort of ironstone. Good signal. Can't really see any gold in it yet. Don't want to smash it to a million bits because it is a decent bit of gold, I think. Ooh. And of course, after saying that, it broke to a million bits. Good signal in there. Don't know if it's one piece or lots. A lot of this stuff has gold all through it, but I can't really see much in this. You can see some ironstone there. You have to be very, very careful to tap. Worst case scenario, we end up with a nice little nugget. Really doesn't want to show itself, this piece. It looks very soft and fluffy, but it's actually surprisingly solid, that stuff. A lot of carbonates in it. I'd say there would have been a lot of siderite in there. Yeah, where's this bit of gold? Okay, it's in there. Can't really see any way I'm going to be able to salvage this as a specimen, but we will get a piece of gold. Somewhere in there. Oh, there you go. It's going to be hard to see in the camera. Really wiry crystalline gold sticking out of it there, so that'll need to go in acid and clean that up, and it's got a bit of heft in it. Probably not a huge weight of gold, but it's really fine crystalline gold all through that chunk there. So there will be gold right through this stuff, just very small bits. Okay, so the final wash up, literally. I just washed these in water. We have a nice little nugget. That was the first one that came out. It was actually a bit loose in the quartz, and I gave it one more tap and out it came. So nice little nugget out the reef. That piece has got beautiful crystal faces on it. A bit hard to see in camera, no doubt. And then this one, that was the ironstone specimen. It's beautiful crystalline gold sticking through the ironstone attached to the quartz. You can see it all through there. There's quite a lot of gold in that. And a tiny little micro one that washed off that first specimen. Plus plenty more that'll come out when it's crushed. So that's how I extract specimens out of the quartz here. These are that's the way we process them to go on the website and get sold off as mineral specimens around the world. And yeah, it's quick and easy way of getting some nice specimens out. I know a lot of people just crush their quartz and extract their gold and that's it, but I like to try to salvage some specimens and yeah, interesting little collector's pieces and scientific curiosities. So there you have it. If you want to see more of the same and many more interesting things, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll do another one very soon.